No Country for Old Men is a 2007 American crime thriller film written and directed by Joel and Ethan Coen, based on Cormac McCarthy's 2005 novel of the same name. The film follows three main characters: Llewellyn Moss, Brolin, a Vietnam War veteran and welder who stumbles upon a large sum of money in the desert, Anton Chigurh, Bartum, a hitman who is sent to recover the money, and Ed Tom Bell, Jones, a sheriff investigating the crime. The film also stars Kelly MacDonald as Moss's wife Carla Jean and Woody Harrelson as a bounty hunter seeking Moss and the return of the $2 million. Plot: in 1980, hitman Anton Chigurh, played by Javier Bardem, is arrested in Texas. In custody, he strangles a deputy sheriff and uses a penetrating, air-powered captive bolt pistol to kill a stranger on the highway and escape in his car. He spares the life of a gas station owner who correctly guesses the result of Chigurh's coin toss. Hunting pronghorns in the desert, Llewellyn Moss, played by Josh Brolin, comes across the aftermath of a drug deal gone bad. He finds several dead men and dogs, a wounded Mexican man begging for water, drugs in the vehicle, and $2 million in a briefcase. He takes the money and returns home. Feeling guilty, Moss returns with water but finds the man dead. Two men in a truck pursue him, but he escapes into a river. Reaching home, he sends his wife, Carla Jean, played by Kelly MacDonald, to stay with her mother, then takes a taxi to a motel in Del Rio, where he hides the briefcase in his room's air duct. Chigurh, hired to recover the money, arrives to search Moss' home, where he uses his bolt pistol to blow the lock out of the door. Investigating the break-in, Terrell County Sheriff Ed Tom Bell, played by Tommy Lee Jones, observes the blown-out lock. Following a tracking device hidden in the money, Chigurh goes to Moss' motel room and kills a group of Mexicans waiting to ambush Moss. Moss has rented a second room adjacent to the Mexican's room with access to the duct where the money is hidden. He retrieves the briefcase before Chigurh opens the duct. Moving to a hotel in the border town of Eagle Pass, Moss discovers the tracking device, but Chigurh has already found him. Their firefight spills onto the streets, killing a bystander and wounding both. Moss flees across to Mexico, stashing the case of money along the Rio Grande. Finding Moss severely injured, a passing Norteño band takes him to a hospital. Carson Wells, played by Woody Harrelson, another hired operative, fails to persuade Moss to accept protection in return for the money. Chigurh cleans and stitches his own wounds with stolen supplies and ambushes Wells at his hotel. Unsuccessfully bartering for his life, Wells is murdered by Chigurh. Moss telephones the room, intending to bargain with Wells, but Chigurh answers the call instead and vows to kill Carla Jean unless Moss gives up the money. Moss retrieves the case from the Rio Grande and arranges to meet Carla Jean at a motel in El Paso, where he plans to give her the money and hide her from danger. Carla Jean is approached by Sheriff Bell, who promises to protect Moss. Carla Jean's mother unknowingly reveals Moss' location to a group of Mexicans tailing them. Bell reaches the motel rendezvous at El Paso, only to hear gunshots and spot a pickup truck speeding from the motel. Bell finds Moss dead in his motel room. Carla Jean arrives minutes later and understands from Bell's expression that Llewellyn is dead. That night, Bell returns to the crime scene and observes the lock blown out. Chigurh appears to hide behind the door of the room, but when Bell hesitantly enters, he finds the room empty. He sees the vent cover removed. Later, Bell visits his uncle Ellis, played by Barry Corbin, an ex-lawman, and tells him he plans to retire because he feels overmatched by the recent violence. Ellis tells Belle of a story in which a lawman, Belle's great-uncle, was killed on his own porch, and says that the region has always been violent. Weeks later, Carla Jean returns from her mother's funeral to find Chigurh waiting in her bedroom. She refuses his offer of a coin toss for her life, stating that he cannot pass blame to luck, the choice is his. Chigurh checks his boots as he leaves the house. As he drives through the neighborhood, he is injured in a car crash at an intersection, but survives. He then bribes two young witnesses for their silence and flees. Now retired, Belle shares two dreams with his wife. In the first, he lost some money his father had given him. In the other, he and his father were riding through a snowy mountain pass. His father had gone ahead to make a fire in the darkness and wait for Belle. About the film. The film, written and directed by Joel and Ethan Coen, based on Cormac McCarthy's 2005 novel of the same name. The cast of No Country for Old Men includes Javier Bardem, Josh Brolin, Tommy Lee Jones, and Kelly MacDonald, among others. No Country for Old Men was filmed in various locations in Texas, USA, capturing the stark and rugged landscapes that complemented the movie's atmosphere. The Coen brothers employed their signature style in crafting the film's tense and suspenseful scenes. The movie score was composed by Carter Burwell, a frequent collaborator with the Coen brothers. The soundtrack features a mix of atmospheric and sparse compositions that enhance the film's tension and mood. No Country for Old Men was released on November 9, 2007. The film had an estimated production budget of around $25 million. At the box office, it went on to gross over $171 million worldwide. The film received widespread critical acclaim. Its gripping storytelling, powerful performances, and tense atmosphere were praised. It won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director for the Coen Brothers, Best Supporting Actor for Javier Bardem, and Best Adapted Screenplay. No Country for Old Men is often regarded as one of the Coen brothers' finest works and a modern classic in the thriller genre. Its exploration of moral ambiguity and existential themes left a lasting impact on audiences and filmmakers alike. 10 interesting facts about No Country for Old Men movie. 1. Javier Bardem's portrayal of Anton Chigurh earned him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. 2. The Coen brothers adapted the screenplay themselves, staying faithful to the source material. 3. The film's title is derived from a line in the W.B. Yeats poem Sailing to Byzantium. 4. The Coen brothers won their first Academy Award for Best Director for this film. 5. Roger Deakins' cinematography captured the rugged Texan landscape, contributing to the film's mood. 6. The ending's open interpretation left audiences debating the film's deeper meanings. 7. A group of psychiatrists studied 400 movies and identified 126 psychopathic characters. They chose Javier Bardem's portrayal of Anton Chigurh as the most clinically accurate portrayal of a psychopath. 8. Joel Coen and Ethan Coen approached Javier Bardem about playing Chigurh. He said, "I don't drive, I speak bad English and I hate violence." The Coens responded, "That's why we called you." Bardem said he took the role because his dream was to be in a Coen Brothers film. 9. The character Anton Chigurh's unique weapon of choice, a captive bolt pistol, became iconic. It is commonly used to stun cows before slaughter without risk of flying bullets. 10. An unforeseen expense for the film was the makeup department buying expensive fake blood at $800 a gallon.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos and don't forget to press like button and share.